Having become active on the board since mid-2007, we have sought to create a strong club spirit and to facilitate and encourage senior staff to be innovative and to inspire their teams to build a business here at Burnley Football Club. In June 2007, our core turnover was £6.6 million. The year to June 2011 resulted in a turnover of £27.3 million, so the business has changed considerably in terms of its suppliers, external relationships and professional skill base within the club. After each season, we now undertake a fan survey to assess feedback and to select priorities for investment in the following season. As Operations Director, I sit down weekly with the senior management team as a group to think collectively about how we can improve the matchday experience for our fans and add to revenues wherever possible, and to make this workplace for the football staff as positive as possible. Discussions range from capital projects to retail sales, commercial sponsorships and catering initiatives. We're constantly seeking to measure ourselves against peer clubs in the Premiership and the Championship. And each year we do research benchmarking analysis, and then we adapt our operational plans to deliver good all-round service and a great environment for our fans and non-matchday customers. This short film shows the invaluable contributions made by your senior management team at Burnley Football Club.
Since being in the Premier League and as part of our corporate legacy, we've been able to improve all corporate matchday hospitality areas. We got the chance to create and expand the James Hargreaves executive boxes. Initially 10 in each box increased to 12, which gave us 60 extra seats in that facility. There has been an upgrade in 42-inch plasma televisions in each of the executive boxes, as well as a complete makeover of the whole suite, and the construction of a brand new players' room for their families. In the Bob Lord stand, we have created a brand new area for match sponsors behind the director's box, creating a great view of the pitch.
Since my arrival at Burnley Football Club 10 years ago, we've always had a long list of requirements in order to bring our facilities up to date. Promotion to the Premier League allowed us to address a proportion of this list and leave some lasting legacies for years to come. Some examples of these are the complete refurbishment of the first floor level of the Bob Lord stand. This created stylish rooms adorned with memorabilia charting the magnificent history of the club. A long overdue new carpet in the James Hargreaves Executive Suite, along with other remedial works like the creation of a bespoke players' lounge and upgrade of our matchday offer. We also managed to pay back a substantial brewery loan, which had tied us to a single brewery at an inflated price list. The payback of this loan has added 10% to the gross margin, which will continue as long as we stay free from these sorts of loans in the future.
In the ever-changing and competitive world of football, and with a high importance on increasing revenue streams, in 2007 Burnley Football Club formulated a vision to uplift and redevelop its ageing stadium and Gawthorpe training ground facilities. This work was carried out to offer top quality facilities for its matchday and non-matchday commercial, corporate and conferencing markets. In the 2 seasons prior to its Premier League campaign, the club saw the creation of a £1 million business and enterprise haven situated in the Jimmy McElroy stand, a government-funded initiative in conjunction with what was then the Community Sports Trust, the charitable arm of the club. Looking to improve its supporters' matchday experience while also generating commercial revenues, a new state-of-the-art video screen was installed in late 2007 at a cost of £240,000. With the 2008-09 season culminating in the triumphant promotion to the Premier League, the club set about its development of the Premier Plan to initially satisfy the necessary criteria set out by the Premier League and also its own needs as a Premier League club. £1.4 million was invested in this programme of works. The key elements of this expenditure were refurbishments of the corporate areas, the upgrading of the club's media facilities and general stadium infrastructure works including the new PA system, seating and security provisions. Following the relegation to the Championship, continued investment was approved to create a legacy from our time in the Premier League by reconstructing the Turf Moor pitch for the sum of £750,000, upgrading the matchday dressing rooms in the Davy Fishwick stand and investing in the uplift of the playing services at Gawthorpe. namely a new full-size 3G surface. Continuing the legacy, 2010 saw the much needed uplift of Gawthorpe Changing Facility, providing first-class environment for the first team, whilst providing the necessary facilities for the Centre of Excellence and youth team. £350,000 was allocated for this activity, with further investment provided for the continuing improvements to the playing surfaces. Running parallel with the Gawthorpe uplift works, the creation of the Elite Training Centre within the Turf Moor Leisure Centre was a brainchild of manager Eddie Howe. This involved the replacement of the existing and dated timber floor in the sports hall for the latest 3G surface, identical to that at Gawthorpe. Additionally, a new elite performance gym has been formed within the facility, available to all the age groups, from Centre of Excellence up to the first team, at a total project cost of £120,000.
The media department has made several major investments in recent years, primarily with the aim of providing Premier League requirements, but also with the ambition of providing supporters with the best coverage of the club. In preparation for the Premier League, extensive work was needed to extend the gantry at Turf Moor, provide extra press seating for the influx of the world's media, and mini televisions and new facilities for both radio and television. Within the department, this increased profile meant additional staff were required to handle the workload, with special emphasis placed on upgrading Claret's Player to become the premium service to supporters and help the media department generate club funds.
We are very much aware of the major changes that may come into football over the next few years. The most important of these suggests that in future years, maybe only 65% of turnover can be spent on player wages. So it's important for all of us that we increase our non-match day turnover, and the two major initiatives this year have been UCFB, which in its early years is funded by 2 Burnley Football Club directors, so there would be no risk to the club. Their investment to date is over £500,000, and the Premier Club. Both of these initiatives are in a part of the stadium that was empty for 11 years and then housed the Community Sports Trust. We have also launched an Associate Director package which allows mainly corporate supporters to enjoy the boardroom facilities at Turf Moor and on occasions act as an advisory board when needed.
The new facilities at Gawthorpe include a new changing room for all the first team players, an eating area and a prehab room. The eating area was a massive area for us. We felt we needed for the lads to socialise together after training, to improve team spirit. The prehab room, just for improving injuries really, and trying to make sure that the players are as best prepared as we can be. And all the facilities are designed to make sure it's a more professional working environment. Of course it helps in recruiting players, making sure when we do show potential signings our training ground that they are impressed and they know that they're joining a forward-thinking club. The youth team is, for me, the lifeblood of this football club. We need to be aiming to produce players year on year. Jay Rodriguez would be a shining example. We're always hunting for the next Jay Rodriguez. Again, linking back to the facilities, this would be a massive area that we need to improve. And we'll continue to strive to make sure that we're competing with all the best local sides in and around us.
Burnley have come back from the dead, it's Jay Rodriguez!
I think any football club's only as good as its recruitment policy and its recruitment personnel. When I joined, we only had one full-time scout. This wasn't sufficient and we felt we needed to recruit more bodies to get people to watch more games. We also needed to improve all systems of working. We feel we've done that now in time. We feel our current structure will lead us hopefully to signing the best players that we can find with the budget that we've been given. When you build any squad, you're looking just to get the balance right between experience and youth. This is a constant battle and one we are facing all the time. Ideally, we'd like a young, vibrant squad full of ambition and desire to take this club forward. But within that, we do need experienced bodies, and it's getting that balance right that will be key to our success going forward. The key benefit to signing young players and to bringing your own youth players through is by developing your own players and improving them, they then potentially can become assets for the future. I believe this to be a really important part of our ethos and how we work day to day. We want to get the best out of every player that comes under our guidance. Another benefit of signing younger players
is the ambition, the hunger and desire that comes with it. We want to build a young, exciting, vibrant squad that serves this club for a long time. And I think this mirrors our ethos and how we want the club to develop.